The sky trembles. A deep roar echoes across the horizon as a strange, futuristic shape cuts through the air. It's not sleek like a raptor, nor elegant like a falcon, it's something different. Bold, unusual, daring. The year is 2000, and Boeing has just unveiled a machine that could change everything, a jet born not from tradition, but from raw innovation. This is no ordinary aircraft. This is the Boeing X-32, a fighter built to challenge the limits of technology, design, and imagination. Welcome to Wings of War, the channel where legends take flight, where we uncover the untold stories of the machines that redefined air dominance. Today, we bring you the story of a fighter that almost ruled the sky, but vanished before its time. A jet that could have become the most advanced aircraft in the world. This is the real king of the sky, the Boeing X-32. As the 20th century drew to a close, the world's greatest air power, the United States, faced a new challenge. The future of air combat was changing fast. Stealth, speed, and versatility were no longer luxuries, they were survival. The US military needed one jet that could do it all: fight for the Air Force, strike for the Navy, and hover for the Marines. A single aircraft capable of replacing the F-16, F-A-18, and AV-8B Harrier. It was the most ambitious aircraft competition in history, the Joint Strike Fighter program. Two aerospace giants entered the arena: Lockheed Martin, known for creating the F-22 Raptor, and Boeing, the legendary builder of aircraft like the B-52, F-A-18, and countless war machines. The world watched as these titans prepared to design the future of aerial warfare. Boeing's answer was radical: the X-32. When the covers came off, jaws dropped. The Boeing X-32 didn't look like any fighter jet ever made. Its enormous chin air intake gave it a shark-like face. Its wings stretched out wide and flat in a strange delta shape. Its fuselage looked fat, smooth, and futuristic, almost alien. Many doubted it, some even laughed, but Boeing wasn't building for beauty, it was building for power. Inside that unusual frame lived something extraordinary. The Pratt & Whitney F119P W614 engine, derived from the same beast that powered the F-22 Raptor. One of the most powerful single engines ever designed for a fighter. It could push the X-32 past the speed of sound, carry heavy payloads, and even perform short takeoffs and vertical landings. Boeing's engineers believed in simplicity and strength. The X-32's structure was designed to be lighter, cheaper, and easier to maintain. Its stealthy shape reduced radar visibility. Its huge intake fed the engine enormous amounts of air, maximizing thrust. In the cockpit, a marvel of digital avionics, gave the pilot unmatched awareness of the battlefield. Then came the moment the world was waiting for. September 18, 2000, Edwards Air Force Base. The X-32A rolled out onto the runway. Its pilot, Phil Cole, ignited the F-119 engine. The ground trembled, the air shimmered. The Boeing X-32 lifted off into the desert sky for its maiden flight. It soared effortlessly, breaking through the clouds, its stealth design shimmering in the sunlight. For a few minutes, it wasn't just an experiment, it was the future of American air power. Flight after flight, Boeing proved the X-32 could handle it all: high-speed maneuvers, supersonic flight, and complex combat simulations. Its massive delta wing provided incredible lift and fuel efficiency. The jet's internal weapon bay worked flawlessly, opening in mid-flight to release simulated bombs before sealing again to maintain stealth. But the true test, and the one that would decide its fate, was the STOVL capability: short takeoff and vertical landing. The Marines needed a jet that could rise straight off a carrier deck, hover, and land like a Harrier, but faster, stealthier, and safer. Boeing's approach used direct engine thrust. It worked, but not perfectly. The hover was unstable, loud, and fuel-hungry. Lockheed Martin, on the other hand, unveiled the X-35, using an advanced lift fan system that balanced perfectly, lifted smoothly, and wowed the Pentagon observers. In performance and showmanship, Lockheed had the edge. Still, Boeing's X-32 was a marvel. It could switch from fighter to bomber to interceptor mode with digital reconfiguration. It had fewer moving parts, lower maintenance costs, and incredible durability. Pilots loved how solid it felt in the air. It was a plane that didn't just fly, it owned the sky. But beauty, in war, isn't always about looks, it's about performance. The X-32's wide-open intake, though powerful, was not as stealth-efficient as Lockheed's design. And when you're building the future of warfare, stealth is everything. By October 2001, the verdict was in. The U.S. Department of Defense announced the winner of the Joint Strike Fighter program. The Lockheed Martin F-35 would move forward as the F-35 Lightning II, the fighter jet that now rules the modern skies. Boeing's X-32, despite all its brilliance, would never enter production. For Boeing's engineers, it was a heartbreaking moment. Years of dedication, dreams, and daring innovation came to an end. The X-32 was grounded, its prototypes retired to museums, silent monuments to human ambition. But even in defeat, the Boeing X-32 made history. Its innovations in digital flight controls, stealth shaping, and modular design influenced future aircraft development. Boeing learned lessons that would later be applied to drones, experimental aircraft, and advanced systems still in use today. The X-32 was never meant to blend in. It was meant to stand out. And it did. Every inch of that jet screamed rebellion against conventional design. Some called it ugly, some called it brilliant, but everyone agreed, it was unforgettable. When you look at it today, the odd, gaping intake, the smooth, unbroken fuselage, the massive wings, it tells a story of courage. A company that dared to imagine differently. A fighter that refused to conform. Imagine standing on that runway at Edwards Air Force Base, the hot desert air vibrating as the X-32 thunders overhead. Its afterburner ignites, leaving a glowing trail of fire against the blue California sky. You'd know, in that instant, that you were witnessing something rare, the birth of a machine that defied the norm. The Boeing X-32 may have lost the competition, but in the hearts of aviation fans, it won something greater, respect. Because it proved that innovation comes from risk. It taught the world that even failed dreams can shape the future. The X-32 remains one of the boldest aircraft ever built, a fighter jet that refused to play it safe. And that, perhaps, makes it a true king in its own right. The sky doesn't remember who won or lost. It remembers who dared to fly. This is Wings of War, and this was the story of the Boeing X-32, the fighter that almost became the real king of the sky. If you love aviation, if you believe in innovation, and if you want to witness the legacy of the machines that shaped our world, then make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because here, every story takes flight.